Portis, and it's Ball in at the point. And for New Orleans, lob it forward, Ingram and Williamson. In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. And it's Valanciunas in at the center, filling out the middle. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it needs more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Ball from long range. Tries again. And Capella with the layup.
Yeah, he's an incredible offensive rebounder. Capella just works so hard to get ideal positioning when the shot goes up.
Ball against McCollum. Kicks it out to Jones. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
What a smart play by Jones. Staying with his motion and just letting the defense come and foul it.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. This is their first chance to take a look at the Bulls.
And they had some trouble with this group a year ago. And it's a bit of a head-scratcher as to why, given the way both teams ended the year.
Jones against Levine. And it's DeRozan at the elbow. And the pass to Levine. The three. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
Here's DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Adding to his long list of highlight reel finishes, DeRozan still exciting to watch.
And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
Ingram outside. Passes it to Jones. 6 to shoot. Ball with the rebound. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Yeah, sometimes this seems too easy for Capella. The hoop is right there for him.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Willie Green.
Now the concern tonight is the relentless nature of DeMar DeRozan. Coach said no matter what you throw at him, he finds his way to work around it. Sometimes it's with the shot, sometimes it's with the pass. Either way, he'll get you. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. And so it's Williamson with it. He brings it up for New Orleans. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Strong finish by Valanciunas. He likes exerting his will close to the rim.
So, Coach, thinking about Zion Williamson and his impact on the game, sometimes his playmaking can be overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, Kevin, this guy is really unselfish, and I think Zion actually relishes setting up teammates for shots more than he likes to score. He knows he's going to draw a lot of attention, and he creates shots for his team.
Just hearing you talk, I know you really like him, even personally, don't you? You love him as a player, but personally you like him.
Just a great person.
You know, Stan, as productive as Zach LaVine has been, you get the sense he wants to compete for titles. He wants more than just the individual stuff.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, at this point in his career, it just hasn't all worked for the teams he's been on yet, but he's still got some time to figure it out.
Yeah, he does. Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Larry Nance is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Trey Murphy comes in for Williamson. Hawkins checked in for Herbert Jones. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for McCollum. Got a piece of it. In the corner, it's Ingram. Lets it go with a three. Chicago grabs the miss.
2 minutes remaining.
Ball gets to DeRozan. Puts up a three. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Yeah, he doesn't normally take a lot of threes. DeRozan picks his spots and just takes the threes he likes.
Nance passes to Hawkins. Unloads from 9. Fernando pulls it in.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Levine finds ball. Back to Levine. Back to ball. Fires for 3. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Hawkins. Puts it up from 12. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in. Offensive rebound. Here's Bagley. And then jammed down as he goes right over Larry Nance Jr.
And the dogged attitude of Bagley. When shots go up, he wants to be the first to pounce on misses.
Here's Ingram. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock.
Out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me? Well, that was impressive. There are only a few players in the league who can pull that off.
Pass to Ingram. Shoots over DeRozan. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
DeRozan against Ingram. There's Ball with the 3. Drills the three-pointer. 8 seconds left to play in the first. With the floater. And so it's Chicago heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Back to the action in just a minute. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And something else that I liked is how they attack the paint, finding ways to get inside and capitalize time and time again.
So on the floor for Chicago to start the second quarter. Levine on the wing along with DeRozan. Then it's Ball. Then it's Bagley. And it's Fernando in at the 5. Here's McCollum. Now here's Valanciunas. He's tightly guarded. McCollum against Ball. Second chance shot. No good from Valanciunas.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, C.J. McCollum has talked about his fit on the Pelicans. He says, with my skill set, I can play in any environment, style, and system. With this group, it's just about me making the right plays and finding my offense without taking away opportunities for B.I. and Z to get theirs. Kevin?
That's true, David. You know, shooting always helps. He's got some talented guys around him for sure. Stan, in a league of stretch bigs, Jonas Valanciunas is a true center.
He is, Kevin. And look, he'll occasionally take a 3, but Jonas lives in the paint. He throws around that 265-pound frame. It's hard to defend him because we just don't see a lot of post players anymore.
Assist C.J. McCollum.
The Bulls leading by 6. Levine with it. He has 5. And it's a great finish! Oh,
Oh, my. Now that's impressive. Levine is not afraid to get flashy.
Now the pass to Valanciunas. Kicks it to McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
DeRozan finds ball for three. In it goes. That's his third bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
DeRozan defending. Nice D from DeRozan. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Bulls. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, let's not forget, Levine's got a great handle.
And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And it's Williamson missing. Chicago leading by 11. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
The length of Murphy can be surprising. He's 6'8" with a good wingspan.
Ball surveying the defense. Pass to Fernando. Bagley dishes to Levine. Shot clock at 6. Misses the deep three-point attempt. For New Orleans, they've gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Chicago's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. And Stan, a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group. But it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
The kick out to Ball. Bulls moving the ball around. Puts up a 3. Hits the three-point foul. Levine's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball move.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
And the Hornets going with a whole new group out there. The Bulls leading by 12. Pass to Winslow. Here's Highland. Here's Portis. He kicks to Capella. Here's Highland. Kept alive. And the dunk by Capella.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
To the paint, here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
And cutting into the lead with the big one-hand throwdown.
That's how you get your team back into it. Here's Mann. No good with the triple. Pelicans trail by 12. Pass to Hawkins. 32 seconds left now here in the second. Good work defensively by Capella. Winslow finds Mann. In the corner, it's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
A big who lives inside. Capella knows he's a center. He knows he makes his living off scoring close in against that good D.
Here's Ingram. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Capella's got his 4th rebound in this one. It could go. And that would have counted, but his shot was off. And so it's the Chicago from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
A bit forward, Ingram and Williamson. In the backcourt, it's McCollum and Jones. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pelicans 5. Pelicans trail by 17. Ingram kicks to Valanciunas. Outside, Jones. Out to Ingram. With the shot. And with the rebound.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one. Ingram passes to Valanciunas. Jones up top, defended by Man.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Hey, Stan, I've always wondered, back when you were coaching, college or pro, what was your defensive philosophy?
Well, I think, first of all, Kevin, we always wanted to take away the easy baskets. In other words, we're going to get back in transition, not give away fast breaks. We are going to try to protect the paint and make sure we're not giving away layups. And we didn't want to foul unnecessarily and give away free throws.
So, with Brandon Ingram's height and his shooting ability, Stan, he can get about any shot he wants, can't he?
Yeah, Kevin, any shot at any time. You know, his ball handling is a lot better than people think. He can get to his spots on the floor. And a little bit like Kevin Durant, he can just rise up over people. And he's got a great ability to make really tough shots look easy.
What a fun player to watch. Here's McCollum. Valanciunas trying to free himself up, and the basket by McCollum.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And here's a look at the stats for Jonas Valanciunas. He had a strong showing last season. He averaged about 12 points per game last year, 8 rebounds, and 2 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Trey Murphy's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. McCollum finds Williamson. No good that time. Good work defensively by Capella. Man passes to Horford. Here's Capella. Now Highland. He has yet to score. No good on the three. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Here's McCollum. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, you just got to love the control McCollum possesses on those in-between jumpers.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Nancy's checked in for Williamson. And Dyson Daniels subbed in for Jones. And a change for the Bulls. Fernando's checked in. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. While we have a chance, let's now take a look at the teams that top the league in shooting from beyond the arc. The Pelicans 4th.
Well, their approach to shooting was phenomenal. They didn't force many threes, and when they got a good look, they drilled it.
That free throw good from Daniels. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin, the Pelicans know that chemistry is key. They've got plenty of talent, but Brandon Ingram says there is sacrifice in figuring out how to win. And I know New Orleans hasn't seen winning. We don't have a banner in our arena. We're just trying to draw closer and closer together. All I want to do is win. Kevin?
They've got talent, David, that's for sure. Thank you.
This league is in good shape when you talk about guys like Nance. The consummate role player does everything that's asked of him.
The tray. Winslow's shot is off. Pelicans trailed by 19.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:56 left to play in the third. Here's Daniels. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Bruno Fernando.
And a moment now to check out who the Pelicans have coming up. On Friday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Portland, and they'll be taking on the Trailblazers.
And that game against the Warriors, that'll be their 4th outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
So, Stan, I'm looking at this Pelicans roster. They've done a great job building through trades, signing kids off the street, and acquiring talent.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Kevin, that anyone's done a better job of putting together a roster so deep and talented. And as you said, they've done it in so many ways. Draft, trade, undrafted guys. Just a tremendous job.
Really something. 1:24 left in the third. Launches it. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. Outside, Levine. Kicks to Winslow. Levine against Hawkins. Now here's Levine. D right on him. Here's Bagley. And it's in off the backboard.
Got to push Bagley out of the paint. Once he's close to the rim, he is locked in on scoring.
Ingram passes to Nance. Here's Daniels. He's defended by Highland. Daniels, no good.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
The second effort, the second chance effort. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, second chance points again, a huge problem for this team.
Valanciunas, he's checked in for Trey Murphy. Chicago also making some changes. Portis, he's checked in for Horford. Payton comes in for Justice Winslow, and Ball subbed in for Highland.
And the game Bagley has reminds me a little bit of Chris Bosh, a sweet lefty who plays with force and passion.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hawkins shot good.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the bench.
Outside, Levine. The 3-ball. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. 3-pointer, Daniels, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Chicago closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. This has been a one-sided matchup, and I don't see any and-worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, he really just helps tie this team together. They know they can count on him to set them up.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. So for Chicago right now, star pair of Levine. And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh.
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
And great camera work showing up on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And Levine puts up a deep 3. Good on the triple. And the Bulls lead by 21.
Well, that's now his 3rd triple of the game, first here in this second half.
And stolen by Portis. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's McCollum. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Ball's got his 4th rebound in this one. Tipped away. And stolen by Williamson. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Williamson in the post. Working on Portis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Personal foul.
And you look at Zion. His combination of size, speed, and strength can be extremely difficult for a defense to have to deal with.
Trey Murphy's checked in for New Orleans. You know, Stan, it sometimes seems that coaches get themselves ejected on purpose to fire up their team. Am I on the right track there or not?
Well, Kevin, certainly it happens with some guys. There have certainly been guys, Jerry Sloan, Don Nelson, who would do some of that.
How about you? How about you?
Now, Kevin, you know me. All I always ever tried to do was help the referees because we all just want to get to the right call, and I could help them in that.
You did all the time.
As much as I could, but they were not receptive.
Bruno Fernando.
Yeah, and Ball is an incredibly gifted passer, just excels at getting his guys going.
And there's the pass to Williamson. And here's McCollum. Over Ball. Here's Valanciunas. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Ball finds DeRozan. Ball against McCollum. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Portis, the pass to Fernando. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Levine inside the three-point line. They get it again. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Jones. Lays it up off the glass.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside DeRozan. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Levine for 3. Here's Fernando. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Something we're used to seeing here in the NBA, Coach. Retired players being critical of the younger generation. What's your assessment?
I think it's unfortunate, Kevin. I really do. I think the approach should more be from the retired players. They should have an appreciation of what they built and really enjoy the accomplishments of the current players. And then on the other hand, the current players need to look back and respect the foundation that those former players built for them.
Count the basket.
This is where Valanciunas looks to score. He's so good at using his size to his advantage.
Levine finds Bagley. Ball with it. Outside DeRozan. From beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Jones. He's off on that one. Nice D from Levine. And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Now here's Levine.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
From past the arc. Good work defensively by Jones.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
And it's Williamson missing. Chicago leading by 19. Outside Levine. There's 1:38 left to play here in the fourth. The kick out to Ball. A 3. Chicago now working with the new shot clock.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Chicago.
And as we watch the game wind down, you have to look back at all the second chance points these guys generated.
Yeah, they clearly won the second chance points category. Possession after possession. We watched them go after the ball and make misses turn into makes.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And a great team effort tonight, helped in large part with contributions in the nice night it ended up being for Lonzo Ball.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. They're in front by 21. 44 seconds left in the game. So for the Pelicans, Larry Nance has checked in for Zion Williamson. Daniels comes in for Trey Murphy. And it's Jose Alvarado in for C.J. McCollum. Bruno Fernando's checked in for the Bulls. Horford comes in for Marvin Bagley.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Tries a three. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
And it's Alvarado missing. Outside, Levine. And then Levine with the jam.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess that they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, we know this team has offensive options, but it looks like there's great confidence defensively now.
Yeah, we have to. That's what we got to do. We play defense. We know we can score the basketball whenever we want. We just got to get stopped.
Very impressive, DeMar. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it for the first